Hello and welcome back to Rock Cycle. I hope you're having a good day. Now today I am sitting on the floor while I film this video. No, it's not because I'm emotionally and mentally exhausted. That's purely a coincidence. It's because I'm currently away from home while I'm making these videos today for Biffy Clyro and Seagulls. But these are two albums I'm very excited about and I wanted to make a video on them quickly rather than wait until I'm back home. Plus I'm working on another project, so if you're an indie fan watching this video, which I reckon you are, you might want to subscribe to check that out because it's going to be out in a couple of days and I think it will be pretty interesting to see, hopefully, fingers crossed. Anyway, self-promotion out of the way, so yeah, this is a bit of an ad hoc video done on the fly while I'm away. This is the best setup I can manage. I've been talking far too much, let's get into it. Okay, Seagulls have finally released their brand new single, their brand new album, their debut album, in fact, Open Up Your Head. And Seagulls over the past couple of years have really been quickly establishing themselves as up-and-comers on the indie scene and gaining quite a big following and quite a lot of popularity, despite not even having an album out. And they only even put an EP out a couple of months ago, I think, well, beginning of this year. You lose track of time and lockdown is pretty easy. But anyway, this album I feel has taken Seagulls from future stars and ones to watch to current indie scene stars and going to make them a big name within the indie scene if you're going to say they weren't a big name already. Right off the bat, we've already got some fan favourites and some of my personal favourites. Some of these songs I really love. Songs like Damage Done and All I Want to Hear You Say that we already knew from the singles and EPs. So I think it's good to have some of them on the album, but it does mean we get a few less new songs, which is a bit of a shame. I always love to hear new music. But I can definitely see why they added these songs onto the album because they are so strong. They perfectly showcase what this band and what this album is about. They're full of really vibrant, contagious energy with that infectious chorus. It's really upbeat and fast-paced to give you that charismatic, classic, borderline cheesy indie rock good fun that the band are known for. It's very straightforward, classic indie. That's just good fun. And yeah, this is really straightforward music. It's straightforward, guitar-driven music. It's pretty simple. There's nothing too fancy going on there. It's just pure, simple rock and roll that makes for pretty good fun that's very accessible to everyone because it is relatively simple, and being simple is a good and bad thing depending on your point of view, to be honest. But anyway, the album is really fast-paced. It's full of lots of strong hooks that lead into these choruses designed to make you sing along, designed to make you want to jump up and down. So that's really been perfectly engineered for the Dark Fruits scenes, for your typical Dark Fruits fans to get in the mosh pits to on a sunny afternoon at a festival, which I wish we were all able to do to this music this summer, but it seems unfortunately we might be having to wait quite a while till we can do that and hear this album how it deserves to be heard live and at a festival. But fingers crossed that will be sooner rather than later. This music is really designed around the live experience. You get a lot of really slick hooks to build up to the chorus. It's really good at hyping up the energy. Then a chorus comes in, it's full of that vibrant energy, that strong guitar riffs carrying it through. It's nice, it's fun, it's bouncy, it's quite a bop style atmosphere to the music and it makes for just good fun. Maybe now a bit more onto the darker, well, more of a criticism side, is that as me and others have said before about Seagulls, there is quite a strong lack of originality and variety across their music. And now, originality and variety are some things that people value differently in their music. I personally like to have them, but they're not be-all and end-all priorities for me in music. Some people love it to have it, some people don't care at all. And I think even if you want to view it as a bad thing, you can also view it as a positive because it makes their music a lot more appealing. It makes it a lot more accessible to all sorts of fans because it's very familiar. Fans of lots of different bands can hear elements of those bands in his music. You can hear everything from Catfish and the Bottommen, 1975, to the Strokes and the Killers within his album. So all sorts of people can come together, unite, and all join in their enjoyment together of Seagulls because it's just open to everyone, and that's a really good thing to have in your music. Something that everyone can just easily listen to, easily have a bit of fun to. And even if that is still a problem, I find it's easy to forgive with the pretty charming melodies, the good fun. I've said fun so many times in this video, sorry, this is very ad hoc. And as well with Henry's great vocals throughout the album, which are very enjoyable and really sort of add to the charisma of the band with their natural sound. To be fair though, I do also like when the band sort of steps out away from this Dark Fruits Indian songs like You Over Anyone. I thought that was quite an interesting one. It showed the soppy, emotional ballad side of the band. I thought that was quite interesting and made for quite an enjoyable one because it stood out in such stark contrast to a lot of the other music on the album. Another thing I do quite like about this album though is a lot more mature and dark lyrically than a lot of other indie bands. A lot of indie bands are very surface level when it comes to lyrics. It's very shallow and not really that deep. And this band, well, Seagulls on this album, Open Up Your Head, go a lot further into that. They add a lot of more dark themes to their music, and it's not about going out and having a good time. Songs like Damage Done are about going out and the negatives that come from it, and the dark sides and the realities of that, and about how it isn't always a good time. And it makes for quite an interesting contrast with the music when you're listening to these up-heart, fun, upbeat music, and then you've got these dark messages within it. So it makes for an interesting combination. So yes, this has all been very rushed. This has all been done in one take. I'm sorry about this. This is not the usual very high quality videos that you get on this channel. So maybe please forgive me this one time. But overall, I'm going to say after a couple of listens, I'm giving this album 3.5 stars, maybe 4. It's quite good. It's good fun. I know I've said so many times. It's very enjoyable. It's very straightforward, but it is very generic, and I don't know, I feel to give them a bit of a higher star rating. I want something a bit more unique, something that grabs my interest more. Because this is good fun music, but it does just fade into the background. Right, okay, I guess that's it for this one take video. Hopefully you've enjoyed watching. Hopefully next time there will be better quality video than this rushed piece of shit. So, like, share, subscribe. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know down in the comments, what did you think of the album? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Were you in the middle? Whatever you think, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.